to be a paleontologist and study rocks and minerals.
I want to be a director, a producer, an actor, a rapper, and if all of those don't work out, I want to make video games.
I want to be a farmer that has penguins and panda bears and bees. I want to be a princess. I want to travel the world and save animals. I want to play tennis in the Olympics. I want to be a chicken burger.
So I can absolutely tell you a story, I think, about the moment that crystallized for me the need to move forward in implementing an early childhood intervention program here. One of our very kind donors had provided the donations necessary to have a Santa Claus gift day, so each of the children was to receive a gift on that date, and Santa was here to hand them out. It was, busy and crazy, and the kids were very excited, and one of the particular gifts that was being given out to the boys in the age between 6 and 10 years old were these wonderful Nerf guns that they love and love to play with. They shoot the foam, bullets. Things quickly got pretty wild in here, lots of running around and excitement and shrill voices and all of that energy coming out as they were shooting their Nerf guns at each other. But what struck me was how quickly it went from the normal excitement and chasing into clear and obvious examples that these were children for whom gunplay wasn't just something they'd seen on TV. A lot of these children had seen things that you wouldn't expect an 8-year-old to have seen. The physical postures they were assuming, the threats they were uttering to each other were clearly examples of real violence that they'd been witness to and perhaps impacted by directly. There was one little boy sitting beside me who also had his gun but was withdrawing from that almost in a fear reaction, and he turned to me, and I was dressed that day for the Christmas open house in my Mrs. Santa Claus coat, and he said, "If you're really Mrs. Santa Claus, why can't you make this stop?"
From an observing standpoint, we could see that some of the kids were lagging. We could see, maybe some speech delay. We could see some emotional outbursts. We could see that there appeared that, mums and dads were so tired that there wasn't a lot of attachment happening with the kids. So we thought if we could get some clinical assessment going, we could get a baseline with these kids, and then that would be the first step to seeing where they were at and what we needed to do to address these issues in a very intentional manner. I think oftentimes the kids here live with adult questions, and they deal with adult topics. Where are they going to sleep? What are they going to eat? What's going on next door? How are mom and dad going to pay for rent, or are they going to be able to pay for rent? And I think what we hope to do with the program is take those adult topics away from kids. Kids shouldn't need to shoulder those kinds of burdens, and give them a childhood experience that any other child could expect.
We believe that children need a lot of exposure to things that enhance their own resiliency. So a lot of that is a sense of success, empowering them around succeeding at their developmental stage. And those are the tools like early literacy, exposing them to books and education and priming them, their brains to develop in that way. Numeracy, arts and crafts that teach dexterity and creativity and stability, that presence of adults who are here on a consistent basis who are there and a positive influence in those children's lives in terms of offering them guidance and support and care and attention, that can really counteract a lot of instability that may be happening outside of this setting. I think one of the things we do know is that we're quickly going to outgrow our little space that we're making do with right now. This building was never designed to house any kind of programming that was specific to young children. And so I think our dream in the future is that we would have a physical space where we could provide an enriched early childhood development program for all of the children who we serve, whether it be in shelter or those who've moved on and are now in community. And that would mean having another space available, having a facility that served that need. Of particular note here is the fact that we don't have any outdoor play space. And for little people, that's critical, right? That physical play is a really important factor in that early childhood development.